SMT Nation, we back. Big news out of T-Mobile. This is going to be, I think, something that's a really good value add for a lot of folks out there who have learned that, streaming services are quite costly. So if you've been cord cutting and stuff's getting kind of pricey and you're looking for ways to get improved value from the companies that you have relationships with, this one's going to work. Let's talk about this and see if it adds value to you as a customer. Maybe it makes you want to step up. All right, big news out of T-Mobile with the streaming package. All right, link for the article from The Variety will be in the description. You guys can find it there. Ways to support the SMT will be in the description as well. All right, so T-Mobile has announced Hulu on Us is going to be a thing. This added to all the other things that they already have within their suite or portfolio of streaming services, bundle pieces, add-ons, however you want to look at it. I think starting January 24th, you can actually sign up for this benefit for Hulu, and you got to be very specific with your choice of selection on the plan. You're going to have to take the Go 5G Next. It looks like that is attached to this kind of as, I guess, you scratch my back, I scratch yours. All right, for those of you that know about that plan, it's not a cheap plan. That is a very costly plan. But with Hulu on Us now being included in that kind of bundling with the plan, I mean, you're talking about, I think this is probably like a $400 value. It's about a $90 value on an annual level. So that might make it worth it for you to explore. I'm trying to think about what type of promotions Hulu usually has for whenever they charge people for their plan. But I think it's like $90 some on an annual level. Now T-Mobile's got like that relationship with MLB. They've got a relationship with Netflix, obviously. But this is pretty cool because this just adds something else to that plan. Again, that plan is not cheap, folks. That plan is definitely full priced, definitely premium. So in order, I think, to get people to shift towards that plan, which makes sense for them to improve their ARPU and margins, they've added value to it. I think this is what it's going to take for companies like T-Mobile, and also I think with Verizon. Now the difference here, and I want to talk about this with respect to the competitors. Clearly, Verizon knows what they're doing when it comes to relationships with streaming services. You got to think about it like this, guys. T-Mobile is no longer just a mobile company. They are now a home broadband company. By bringing all this together, it makes a lot of sense, right? Now I can stream Hulu and Netflix and have access to those on this plan. And I could also have T-Mobile Home Internet, right? And then now I've got all those streaming services. I can launch those from my TV. I can launch them from the phones on my account. Those types of things make a lot of sense. Verizon made it very clear they were going to emphasize streaming relationships, right? And distribution. And now you've got T-Mobile kind of stepping up there. But the difference between Verizon and T-Mobile is Verizon, you are going to have to pay, even if it is at a discounted rate. You're going to have to pay for all your add-ons. T-Mobile is basically saying, we're going to one-up Verizon. We're going to include it at least in our top tier plan. So you can't have their entry-level plans. You can't have their mid-tier plan, whatever that is. You're going to have to get their premium plan. So do not switch to the plan in order to get this benefit if you are not ready to pay more for the service. Because that's what it's going to be. It's going to be a you scratch my back, I scratch yours. You pay more for your wireless service, we'll give you more in terms of value. So kind of a win-win situation if you're in the streaming segment as a customer with cord cutting. If you're not, do I recommend going up to T-Mobile's top 5G Next plan? I don't know. It all depends. Do you want in-flight Wi-Fi? Do you want the benefits of all the things that come with it, but you're paying a premium? You're probably going to be paying an additional 15 to 20%, in cost on a per line basis switching to this plan. So you've got to get the value in there. And by the way, as an aside, forgot to mention, this will be the with ads version of Hulu. Just something to throw out there. I'm not sure if you could just pay the difference to upgrade to ad free. But that's a lot to think about, right? But this is big news. Again, I think them moving towards kind of what like Verizon is doing, but doing it a little bit cheaper on the customer if you look at it from value added to the actual plan. With Verizon, you're going to be paying more. You got taxes and fees. You've got You've got to pay for your add-ons as they're termed, and those types of things. But what do you guys think of this offer? If you're a T-Mobile customer, are you going to move to these new premium plan, the Go 5G Next? Is it worth it in your opinion? I mean, if you're paying for Hulu, it gets you thinking about it, right? Tell me though. Sound off in the comment section below. You are the voice of the people, the SMT Nation. Let your voice be heard.